We are back in the studio once again, and we're talking about being able to control those pests in your life. No, I'm not talking about your children. I'm not talking about your spouse. No, I'm talking about something a little smaller. The roach. Have you ever fancied the ability to control the roaches that's running around in your kitchen and so forth? If you have the new Robo-Roach application and hardware, you might just be able to do just that. The Robo-Roach project has launched on Kickstarter and has been designed to allow you to control a living roach via your smartphone. It's amazing what people are doing with technology. Devin, what do you think about that? That's what your tax dollars are being used, to help people come up with. They said the Robo-Roach backpack, it needs to actually be fitted on the roach you wish to control. You see? So you will have to capture the roach and then fit it with these electronics and be able to control the roach, which is a system that it uses neuroscience and neural engineering to create the control mechanism. We'll give you this video to see, just to watch it. And they said that when you send a command from your mobile phone, the backpack sends pulses through the antenna of the roach, which causes neurons to fire. This causes the roach to think there is a wall on one side of it or the other, so the result, the roach turns. Microstimulation is the same neurotechnology that's used to treat Parkinson's disease and is also used in cochlear implants, for your eye. The Robo-Roach project is currently over at Kickstarter website, looking to raise enough pledges to make the jump from concept to production. So if you think Robo-Roach is something you could benefit from, visit Kickstarter right now. And the thing about it is, now you're saying, man, nobody's going to support that. Well, they're looking to raise $10,000. That's what they're looking to raise. And they have just about a month left on the pledge, and you can back it for a minimum of $1. And guess how many backers they have right now? 94. 94 people have signed on to back this project. They have $5,531. They're halfway to their goal, and they have a month to go. So it looks like they may reach their goal of $10,000, and they have 94 people on board. So you might think nobody is interested in it, but apparently not. People are interested because they are, they're signing up. They're getting in this thing. Now we're going to show you a little bit of how this thing works here real quick. Let me just go ahead and I'll show you the Kickstarter page because I think that is hold on. I think that's where you probably want to see for yourself that this thing actually has real backers. You're probably saying, man, we just telling us, no, that's not it. You just telling us stuff. No, that ain't it. We want to see this thing in action. We want to see it, actually. There we go. We want to see this thing actually work. So I'm not going to just tell you about it. I'm going to show you these guys, and they're looking to raise money. These are just regular guys like you and me looking to raise money to help control the insect population in our lives.
You asked if we wanted to see it? You didn't ask that, right?
No,
oh.
I'm saying you're going to see
okay.
this new technology that's coming.
You're treading a dangerous ground if you ask.
If you're going to ask people if they want to see it, huh?
If you want to see it, that's not a good idea.
But this thing has gotten, and the reason they say, well, why are you bringing this thing here on Tech Pulse? We want stuff that we can actually use and so forth. But when I saw that there were almost 100 backers for this thing, I said, I got to bring it to the people to show you what people are coming up with in the technological world. It's not like these guys have no backers. They have, and you can see right there, 94 backers right here. Right here on the screen, this right, 94, that's the number of backers that they have. 5,530, that's the number of dollars they got. Right below it is, they're saying they need 10,000, and it has 26 days left to go. This is the Kickstarter page. This is their Kickstarter page that they're on, and so this is how you know what money they're looking to raise and all that type of stuff. And these guys have 94 backers. See right here, you can see Kickstarter, so you know I'm not making this up. Kickstarter. This is their Kickstarter page. They have 94, and for those of you familiar with Kickstarter, you know 94 backers, over $5,000, and they got 26 days left to go on this project. People are backing it. That's the thing about it. And here's how the design looks right there. You know, it fits over the roach right there, you know, and they're showing you a couple of schematics because they're trying to show you that this thing is real science. This is not just something that they're hoping and saying. This thing is real science. This thing has proven lab tests and so forth. And they're saying that, you know, look, if you want to be able to control roaches, we're giving you the ability, but we need help. You see? And these guys have gotten backers. So as crazy as you might look at that and say, nah, man, nobody's going to back that. 94 people have signed on to back this project. So let's just go ahead and look at this project in video form. Here we go. Backyard Brains is what this thing is called here. Here we go. This is just a little bit of chit-chat going on, telling you, you know, that you want to control roaches. Basically, okay, now here it is. This is an actual roach with the thing on it. You see? He's moving it left. They're telling you right now that what they do is they hook up they use the roach's antenna to hook up this electronic device, and the device sends an impulse through the antenna. So it's not electroshock or anything like that. It sends an impulse through the antenna that tells the roach that it's hitting a wall, because the antenna is how the roach identifies its surroundings and so forth. So it's telling the roach there's a wall here. So if you swipe it left, it will move left. See, he's controlling. He's telling the roach to move left, and the roach is moving left. And these are all the people working on that project right there. I mean, look at that group of people that's working on that project. You know. So, I mean, it's not just, see right now, and the initial prototypes were too heavy. As you can see, that roach is struggling to even really kind of walk, so they had to scale it down a bit because, you know, it was just too heavy for the roach to really use. So that is what they're looking to gain. They're looking to gain that pledge, that $10,000, so that they can, and they say that once they take this thing off, you know, the roach is able to continue on with its regular life cycle of mating and so forth and all this type of thing. But there you go right there. They're controlling it right there via a smartphone. So the roach is going off, and if they want the roach to turn left, they simply move left, and it will send the roach that impulse to move left. If they want it to move right, they will simply move their finger right, and it will send the impulse for the roach to move to right. He was going to the corner. He moved it away from, he's turning it away from the edge right there. These are just some of the things that people are doing in the tech world. You know, now, see, you can take the instrument off the roach and put it back in its regular habitat. Now, Devin, you're laughing right there at this, you know, ingenious design. What's your thoughts right here? You're watching this thing intently, I see. I mean, people are spending money doing this.
How big is that backpack?
It's about the size of the roach.
I have applications for a bigger backpack, not for the one the size of the roach.
They're showing how the human brain uses this for, because they say this is the same technology they use for Parkinson's disease and so forth. And they're adapting it to use to control. So, I mean, do you think that someone might try to use this thing for human control? You know, slip this thing on your brain, and suddenly you're picking up your clothes and you don't even know what happened. Anne-Marie slipped that on your head quick. And suddenly you're doing everything without being told.
But what I don't understand though is, you know, I mean, I just can't.
And that's the robo-roach right there, folks.
Yeah, because why don't I just use what they call it, a robot?
Because a robot isn't living. The desire is to control a living creature. That's the desire. Not to control an automaton that has to do what you say. The desire is to control a creature that wouldn't do what you say otherwise. But now you are in control. Anne-Marie is looking very closely at this invention, I see. Yes. So she might be calling Kickstarter.
Beyond control. Out of control.
She might be calling up Kickstarter as we speak. Yes, I'd like to make a pledge real quick. You know, send me one when it comes out.
Wow.
So, I mean, what do you think about that? I mean, and you saw the team that they had behind it. It was amazing.
Yeah, they have serious technology going, you know. I guess, okay. I don't know.
You're trying to find something. You're trying to reason and say, okay, there must be some positive to it.
I'm not getting the positiveness from it, you know.
You're not seeing where this thing can really be used.
No, not from a human. I mean,
well, coming up, while Devin thinks about that, coming up after the break, we have the Ava 500 telepresence robot. This is being used in corporate worlds right now. And Devin, if he was still in the corporate world, he probably would have this thing being used at his bank. It's being used in the corporate world, and it's unveiled by iRobot. We all know iRobot, the creators of Roomba and Scuba and those, and also Cisco. Cisco, the big Wall Street, and Devin, you probably heard about Cisco on Wall Street and so forth. They collaborated, and they came up with the Ava 500 telepresence, they're saying. This thing, it allows you to, it's a robot that brings people to people. We're going to talk about that coming up right after the break. Bringing people to people, oh yeah, that's right up the alley of many people. So you're going to see that coming up right after the break. You don't see any positives with that?